Today's video promises to be very interesting. It's going to be all about the new update on Neuralinks, which everyone seems to be talking about. So if you don't want to miss out, ensure that you watch this video until the end. Also, if you are someone suffering from serious spinal cord injuries, you definitely don't want to miss this video. Or if you know someone suffering from this, you could also share this video because it's going to be very insightful. Now let's get right to the video. This year is going to be a very promising one for Neuralink. For those of you who don't know, Neuralink was co-founded by Elon Musk in 2016. Just like the name suggests, it has to do with the brain. It is a developing chip that would be implanted in people's brains to simultaneously record and simulate brain activity. It would also have medical applications that would help in treating serious cord injuries and neurological disorders. And did I mention that it promises to be launched this year? Anyways, today, we are going to talk about Neuralink's updates, and that has made the headlines and has got everyone talking. The final update promises to restore full body functionality for tetraplegics and quadriplegics. Elon Musk adds that the standards for implanting these devices are so good that it's even higher than what the FDA requires, and it uses the same approach Tesla uses to crash-safe cars. Recently, Elon Musk gave a 60-second overview of Neuralink's plan for 2022 during a conference hosted by the Wall Street Journal, where he talked about his hopes for Neuralink this year. Ultimately, he expects human trials to begin within this time frame. In his words, "We hope to have this in our first humans, who will be the people who have severe spinal cord injuries, like tetraplegics, quadriplegics, pending FDA approval." This isn't the first time Musk is giving a timeline for this technology though. If you can recollect, in February, he promised to start implanting the technology in people by the end of 2021, which didn't happen. In 2019, Musk also said he hoped for Neuralink would begin its human testing by the end of 2020, which also didn't happen. We can only hope that it happens this year for sure. Neuralink didn't get here though by child's play. It started by using test monkeys to ensure it was safe and reliable to be implanted in humans' brains. In fact, Neuralink released a video of a monkey playing a video game using a Neuralink device in April, and it got a lot of people talking. It raised $205 million in July and announced that it would channel the funds toward developing its chip so it could allow quadriplegics to control digital devices with their minds. Musk explained that there is a huge chance that Neuralink would be able to restore full body functionality to a person that has spinal cord injury. With it, someone who could not walk or use their arms would now be able to do naturally. Now, isn't this great news? Quick question, tell me in the comments section when this technology is released this year, as we all hope it would be. Do you have plans to be one of the people who have this technology implanted in your brain? Do you think that this technology would be successful in achieving its plans? And would you be telling people you know with this spinal cord injuries to invest in this technology? Tell me what you think in the comment section below, and I will be on the lookout. Now back to the news about this update. So a Twitter user wrote to Elon Musk that she hopes Neuralink would get to the point that it would be able to help her husband with memory and delusion, because part of his brain is dead and needs to be replaced. How touching. Musk replied to her saying, "I am definitely not saying that we can do this for sure, but I am increasingly confident in that it's a possibility." According to him, replacing faulty/missing neurons with circuits is the right way to think about it, because many problems can be solved just by bridging signals between existing neurons. Progress will then accelerate when we have devices in humans, because currently it's hard to have a nuanced conversation with monkeys. What he means by this is that the brain transmits electric signals through a network of connections known as neurons. Within your brain, there are about 86 billion neurons, each having a unique function but most similar in theory. Elon Musk says that by using electrodes to create a bridge, you can get the signal over the broken connection and get it to where it needs to be, which of course won't be an easy task to accomplish, but we are on the lookout. A unique feature of Neuralink is its advance in material science automation and chips. At the moment, there are very few devices that can record the brain and simulate it. These devices are primarily used as part of a process known as deep brain simulation, which makes it possible to treat conditions like Parkinson's disease. Other devices are being studied for the brain-computer interface, BCI, which would be used for control of movement or sensory restoration. I should add that these devices have a few hundred electrodes, and they have all fixed arrays or placed directly on the surface of the brain. So technically, it is more than 1,000 electrodes on thin, flexible threads, such each individually placed to avoid blood vessels and ensure the region of interest is covered. To break it down to simpler terms, because I'm sure you might not quite understand what I'm trying to say. Well, what I'm trying to say is that Neuralink transmits information using a much smaller device, as opposed to being hardwired into a computer and sitting inside of the skull. So basically, how it works is that the link will be connected through Bluetooth. The great news about all of this is that Neuralink can be used by patients in their day-to-day lives, at homes, and get this, it would be easy to implant so you wouldn't need a brain surgeon because it has an automated robot imaging system and software which is designed to accurately insert the threads through an 8mm skull opening while avoiding blood vessels in the brain. Basically, this means that Neuralink has the potential to interfere the brain with an electric device. Isn't it exciting for the first time in history, an application on your phone will be able to connect to the Bluetooth-enabled link implanted, and in using the app, users will be able to learn how to control their phones with just their thoughts. And after learning to control a virtual mouse in the beginning, users can further progress to using Neuralink's adaptive decoding algorithms. It sounds to me like the world is really advancing in technology. Tell me what you think about all this in the comments section. Neuralink also hopes that the user could telepathically control several devices. I'm talking of devices like your game controller or keyboard. Imagine being able to control your keyboard with your mind or your PS5 telepathically. That sounds amazing to imagine. Several of these applications are already being tested with other BCI devices. Technically, Neuralink would be able to achieve a better symbiosis between humans and artificial intelligence. According to Musk, through the use of phones and computers, we are already cyborgs. Side note, a cyborg is essentially a man-machine system in which the control mechanisms of the human portion are modified externally by drugs or regulatory devices, so that the being can live in an environment different from the normal one. So, Musk is saying that we are cyborgs, because computers and artificial intelligence progress in power and capability, and there's a possibility that artificial intelligence will advance without us, because our bandwidth is limited. If this is going to happen, it would be bad because now, computers are gaining the upper hand, and humans could lose their place at the top of the intelligence pyramid. This won't be the case with Neuralink though. According to Elon Musk, the current focus is on making devices that would improve the lives of people with neural connections and injuries that are broken as well as neurological disorders, and this would involve connecting the brain to a computer or simply removing one part of the brain to another. Neuralink has promised a lot, and we are just sitting on the sidelines waiting for Musk to deliver. One time, Musk said that the Neuralink would allow us to communicate by digital telepathy in 5 years, making language become obsolete, so we are all just eager to see how everything plays out. That's all for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're eager to see Neuralink get released to the public, let me know by giving this video a like. I will be on the lookout. Also, don't forget to comment what you think about these updates. Do you think it will be released this year as promised? See you in the next video.